Oh man, we know Shea Butter Twitter and the Shade Room Neighborhood Talk. All of these websites that cater to the black women are not gonna like this one right here one bit. My boy Offset said, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. And apparently that's something that he's trying to leave his marriage with is some spousal support. Yup, you got that bag and I need some of it. It's my money and I want it now. Because according to TMZ, Offset has filed for spousal support with his wife or ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife Cardi B. Offset is telling the courts that Cardi B is worth 80 to 100 M's and he's worth 30. And because she makes significantly more, she needs to not only pay for the legal fees, but she also needs to bankroll his lifestyle that he's been accustomed to by living with her over the years. He's also filing for joint custody, but he said the kids can stay with her for the primary residence because I just need to get my money and go. You feel me? Hey kids, I'll come to you. A lot of people are gonna be on Offset's ass. They're gonna be like, man, you're a man. Be a man. You're supposed to protect. You're supposed to provide. Why are you asking for spousal support? In people's head, that's only reserved for women. They're gonna say he should be ashamed of himself. He holds no shame. He's a bloodthirsty leech. He's an awful husband. But I think that he's just doing what's within his legal rights. He's requesting for spousal support. It is what it is. Morally, I don't think that it's something that I would do, but I understand. And what we gotta understand is maybe he is a little bitter. You see, women feel like they're the only ones that can be bitter. She moved on, he moved on, they both play this game. Hey, it is what it is at this point. Now, if you ask me, personally, I wouldn't do it. If I'm trying to get divorced, I'm just gonna let people move on with their lives. I don't need to be attached to you. But then we talking about some millions. You never know. I might get my check and be gone if you hear me. So I asked this specific scenario to ChatGPT. Yes, that's my main source of knowledge right now in 2025. And this is what they said can possibly happen for Offset. They said in Georgia, adultery can significantly impact a spouse's eligibility for alimony under Georgia law. If the spouse seeking alimony is found to have committed adultery and that adultery caused the separation, then the spouse may be barred from receiving alimony together. However, there are exceptions if it can be demonstrated that the adultery did not lead to the separation or if the other spouse forgave or condoned the behavior. For example, by continuing the relationship after discovering the infidelity, the court may still consider awarding alimony. Regarding child custody, Georgia courts prioritize the best interest of the child, while adultery alone doesn't automatically disqualify a parent from custody if the adulterous behavior negatively affects the child's well-being or the parent's ability to provide a stable environment. It could influence the court's decision. Given the complexities involved, especially concerning the implications of adultery on alimony and custody, it's advisable to consult with a qualified family law attorney in Georgia to access your specific circumstances and explore your legal options. Hey man, so it's looking like Offset may have a puncher's chance. Yep, he might swing 45 times. If he can hit one time and knock her out in court, he may get the W. Listen, a part of me, 90% is saying, Offset, just let it go and just move on with your life, Brody. But the last 10%, I ain't gonna lie, is cheering for Offset. How many times do I see athletes, entertainers, rich men work their whole life to accumulate their wealth? The wife literally does little to none, but then they divorce him and they get to get half, maybe even more. I just don't understand how people can say that Offset is wrong for doing what he's doing when this is the plight of black athletes every day, black entertainers every day. Somebody's losing half of which they were the ones that got it out the mud. So forgive me if I want to see a man win for once in court when it comes to spousal support. Like I said, man, Offset, do you, my man. This is well within your legal rights. You're not doing anything wrong. Just don't really expect to have a female fan base. That's all I would say. you're really just throwing that out. But you know, hey, who needs a fan base when you could get 5 million yearly from just being the ex-husband of Cardi B? And hey, if I'm Offset, I'm going to court and I'm taking the gloves off. I'm like, yo, Your Honor, this woman constantly is tarnishing my image on her Twitter Spaces. I have several hours of recordings where she is literally trashing my name. She's talking about she don't mind if I get hit by a tree. My children have to see this. I'm in emotional distress. Also, her new boyfriend is way worse than me.
Devin, what guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're gonna leave it like that. No.
Okay, what guy on this team would you let date your sister?
It ain't you, B-Rob. You know that right now. It ain't you.
That's fine, because I'm actually married with 2 kids, so I'm unavailable.
They gotta be out of Rudy or Thielen.
Rudy or Thielen? Why Rudy or Thielen?
They good guys, man.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stephon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. Just don't know what to expect every day. So he couldn't date my sister.
What guy on this team would you let date your sister?
Adam Thielen.
Why Adam?
I don't know. He's just a good guy. Same guy every day. You know what you'll get from him. So I ain't got nothing to worry about. If you give her a problem, I can just pull up.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
I think I'm going to have to go with you, B-Rob.
Why me?
Because we all know B-Rob, but most people don't know white chocolate.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Least like to date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
Well, nobody want me to date this sister. I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
You feel differently about me?
Yeah.
He just don't know me well enough. That's what it is. It's the all right, who don't I want to date my sister? Weatherly.
Why Weatherly?
Because he's ugly. I knew that was coming. That was the problem.
So this isn't about cheating, because he's actually on a boat telling other women while on the boat with her to call him daddy while he's passing out pink cocaine.
Stephon Diggs was just having a good fucking time. So what if he was surrounded by a bunch of chicks calling him daddy with a bag full of booger sugar? Guy was just blowing off a little steam. It's healthy, and I don't give a flying fuck what you babies in the media have to say about it. This isn't the Bill Belichick Patriots. Guy got run out of Foxborough because he wasn't any fun. So how about we all shut the hell up and let Stephon live his damn life? How about that? Y'all are just jealous. You're not on the boat with him, and nobody's calling you daddy.
I can't have this around my children. I'm actually concerned for their well-being, but they can stay over there. I just need my millions. Yes, I think Offset actually has a good chance, if you ask me, but that's just me. So y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Do y'all think Offset is less than a man? Do y'all think that Offset is only doing what's fair to him legally? And do y'all think that Cardi B is gonna win this part of the case? They're gonna throw that out. Let's talk about it down below, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that new notification bell. We out, baby. Boom.
Just LaFlare.
It's him.